How are you? Welcome to your reading. Welcome back if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. I'm so excited to have you here. Let's go ahead and get started. So this is your life and love reading. I'm also going to be posting your 20 overview readings. Those are going to be up within a few days. And then through the end of the year, I'm also offering a special on private readings. So you can click on the link below to book a reading, and I'm offering a discount on those and then also guaranteeing a 4-hour turnaround time on those. So really excited to get those going. All right, Pisces, let's get started. Doing a 9-card spread with a significator. And I'm using the Golden Tarot. I will also link that below the video. Okay, Pisces. Significator is Temperance reversed. So there might be a sense of uneasiness through the month of feeling a little unstable emotionally. If you can see, she's, pouring the water from one cup to the next carefully. She has one foot grounded, one foot in the water. So very even keeled and balanced when this card is upright. When this card is not upright, not even keeled, not feeling balanced. And we can clearly see that that's kind of the general theme, at least at the beginning of the month, Pisces, because we have the Ace of Swords reversed. So again, confusion. Something's occurring in your life or love, work, friendships. Something is occurring that's causing you to feel a little imbalanced and confused. So what I like about this is your response to this energy is to pull back and go within yourself. We have the Hermit card, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. So you are going to be in an effort to figure this out and kind of figure out how you're going to respond to this confusion and this feeling, nervous about something. You're going to slow down, think within yourself, and pull back from whatever it is that you've been doing, and just kind of give yourself time to reset, reanalyze. Okay. In the extended reading, we are going to be pulling a bunch of clarifiers on these, so we'll have a lot more detail and a lot more information for you. And that link is below as well. A lot of people ask me how the extendeds work. I mean, I know a lot of readers do them, but you click on the link below. I have it set up so it brings you right to, if you're watching the Pisces video, you click on it and it brings you right to the Pisces extended. You buy it and then it immediately gets emailed to you, so you can just click on the link, open it, and it starts right where we left off. Okay? All right, Pisces, let's look at the next set of cards. Final Judgment reversed. The Last Judgment reversed. So part of this uneasiness is the fact that you are awaiting some sort of answer or sign, and you're not getting it. It's not coming in a timely manner in terms of how you feel it should. So you're frustrated, and it kind of reminds me of that energy when you're like waiting for somebody to text you back, or you put an offer in on something and you're waiting to hear if your offer was accepted. You had a job interview, or applied for a job, and you're waiting to hear. So in that intermediary time, you're stressed out. And then we have the Emperor reversed, 8 of Cups, and the Fool reversed. So again, this has to do with something not being able to start because you're awaiting answers. Are you or are you not walking away from something? This 8 of Cups does state that you are walking away from something, and this is something that's very important to you. A person, a relationship, a job, a home, a group of friends. Choosing to walk away. Now, one thing that I like about this card is it's a temporary leaving. It doesn't have to be temporary, but it can be temporary. So I feel the way that these cards are coming out, that it's saying it's temporary, in that you've got to figure some stuff out. You've got to get some clarity and some sure footing before you can go on to the next step. And clearly we know that because with the Fool reversed, yeah, Pisces, you are going to be waiting until you get some answers so you can start something new, start something fresh. So again, what I like about this energy for you is that you could really be waiting for the new year to start, right? You've got some plans, you've got some things you want to accomplish. There's all this stuff going on right now because it's the holiday season, at least in America. And so there's this pausing and this waiting until you can get things rolling. Right now, intuitively, we know that's not necessarily the case, but it feels like that sometimes. And it can cause us to get anxious. It can cause us to feel angry. It can cause us to feel out of control. And with the Emperor reversed, it's clearly stating that you're feeling out of control. If you're waiting for an answer and you're not getting it, that you feel like there's nothing you can do, you just have to wait. Do I just forget it and wait, go on to something else? You don't know. Again, this row specifically we're going to spend a lot of time on in the extended, because I can clearly see. Let's pull a clarifier right now. Let's clarify this final judgment and see if we can get it. It's not going to be too descriptive because we're not going to pull too, but let's see. Spirit Universe, please clarify this reading for Pisces. Please clarify judgment reversed for Pisces. And again, we do see the 20th major arcana card and then the zero, the very first major arcana card. So you can't start something until you get an answer. And another thing with this is you could be getting the answer or awaiting the answer, and you might know the outcome, which is why you're equally frustrated. But I don't think that you know the outcome because that you have this card of confusion here. All right. But this could indicate that the answer, you already have it or it's coming, but it's not going to be very clear. Like, let's say you ask somebody out and they're like, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. And then you're thinking, okay, well, we're going out, but do you want to? I'm not sure if you're even into it. That type of energy. Okay, please clarify this judgment for Pisces. Clarify this judgment card for Pisces. Queen of Wands. Now, again, you're very frustrated. This is the card of Aries. This is the card of Aries. You're very frustrated because you want to be able to take matters into your own hands, right? Aries always takes matters into their own hands, right? It's on, it's off. I'm going to go get this. I'm going to go build this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to earn this. They do that. Aries is a very capable energy, and they like to push forward and make things happen. They're very action oriented. And so you could have an Aries in your fire sign or an Aries in your realm. You could be interested in or talking about or dealing with an Aries, definitely. And they might not be doing so well or being frustrated. But I feel this really has to do with you feel like you want to take matters into your own hands. You feel like you have the power to and the capability. But again, before you can do that, you're needing some sort of answer, which also might be why you feel like, okay, forget it. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to forget about that. I applied for that job, or I'm just going to forget about that person. Not getting the clarity that I need, so I'm just going to leave. Right? But give this time, Pisces. Okay? Let's move on to final set of cards. Please complete this reading for Pisces. Pull 3 more cards and a significant for Pisces. Pisces, and 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Now we do have the Star. So overall energy for the whole month, for the whole reading, is hope and faith, healing tendencies, keeping the faith, believing in oneself, believing in karma, believing in destiny, all right, believing that things can take place. So things are frustrating, but you're holding out hope for this person or for this job or for this place. You're holding out hope. You just wish there's more you could do to get it quickly. Now, this significator card, the Page of Cups, indicates that you, and this is your card also, Pisces. So this is very clearly stating you want to be able to assist, right? Is there something I can say? What if I didn't say the right things? Maybe I'll go back in, I'll say something, I'll ask something, right? I really want to help. I want to show them how interested I am. This card here as a significator is showing that despite all this confusion, we already know you want to feel empowered. And now you definitely want to communicate that you feel you could do something else before leaving so you can start again. Now, this could also mean that not only that you want to, but this could also mean that this is the answer, right? You've got to talk about it. This is requiring some sort of non-judgmental, open, very objective, assistant, warm, friendly, oriented communication coming from you. And because what's occurring is analysis paralysis, right? Feeling stuck in one's own mind. There is heartbreak. You're like on the brink of heartbreak because there's been either an assumption or somebody was caught doing something with the Seven of War. This is Seven of Swords. This is the liar, cheater, stealer card. Overconfident. Someone's thinking they're getting away with something. There's an air of dishonesty with this, unethical, immoral, amoral behavior, right? And it leads to heartbreak. So either you or your person are feeling like this. There is a solution. It is talking, right? Not talking at, but talking, coming at this situation with warmth and wanting to help. And I love this energy for you, Pisces, because this is definitely what you're going to be doing, or definitely needing to be doing. You do have the power to make something happen. It doesn't have to be a big action. It does require communication, though. And as you hold out faith, belief, hope, and love, that is when your wishes come true. Nine of Cups. This is overindulgence. This is happiness. And overindulgence in a good way. Okay, this can mean drinking, eating, drinking too much, definitely. But this is like wishes coming true card, normally. Wishes being granted. So hold out that hope and faith. Okay, Pisces. When I do the extended, I pull so many cards, the table gets messy. So bear with me if you move into ordering that. Bear with me. Another interesting card on the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands, because this is stating, Pisces, that quick communication, quick back and forth communication is also part of the solution. So I see frustration here, but I also see a great deal of options for a great deal of solutions that you're going to be doing. All right, and then we have the Lover's card underneath that. Okay, head and heart. Don't run away with your emotions. Use your emotions, but think clearly with your head. That'll help clear up some of this confusion. But take some time initially before you do this, okay? All right. All right, Pisces, I'm going to pull a quick oracle card before we get into the extended. I'll probably clarify the oracle card for you in the extended if we feel like we need some clarification. Highest level overall message for Pisces. Just some advice and guidance messages for Pisces. I don't know where we went. In life and love. Advice and guidance messages. This fairy who was kissed by the pixies. I feel like you feel there's a lot of weight on your shoulders. You're feeling pressure, and it's causing anxiety. So discussion is definitely what's needed. Hold on one moment. Okay. Keywords: love given, love received, metaphorical open heart surgery. Okay. I'm going to read the whole thing. Accept love, burnish it up, add to it, and pass it on. The presence of the fairy who is kissed by the pixies suggests giving and receiving love and intimacy in a wide variety of relationships. She gives notice that this is time to open and heal our hearts. Different aspects of life be well flowing happily together, healing separations and hurts from the past, bonding take place, and deep feelings emerge. Changes for the better occur in all aspects of life, but especially in relationships, which will be deepening and becoming richer. You may be experiencing love therapy for opening the heart as a new relationship begins and old ones develop. Enjoy. So this is a very beautiful card because you may have shut off for so long that now this pulling back and kind of reconsidering and analyzing your own place in whatever this situation is that you're thinking about as you watch this. This is deep internal reflection. And then realizing, kind of taking a really close look, because you see how he's looking towards the past. Oh, you can't. Sorry. See how he's kind of looking towards the past? All right. He's looking back. How did I get here? What did I do? What did we do? How did this happen? And then you're saying, I don't like how this feels. I'm feeling frustrated. I want this to get fixed. I'd like to move on to the next step. Is the next step moving? I don't know. That makes me feel out of control. I need some answers. What can I do to get them? This doesn't feel good. Right? Can I trust this person? Can I trust myself? All right? I'm confused. I don't know. Hold on. This is you talking to yourself. Hold on. Let's at least talk about it and see if I can get an idea of where they stand before I start jumping to conclusions that they're the ones that are in the wrong. before I let this relationship completely fall by the wayside. All right, Pisces. Lovely, lovely reading. Let's go ahead and get into your extended. That link is below. I love you so much. Enjoy your. Remember, special and discount on readings right now for our turnaround time. And then your annual reading is going to be coming up later this week. Okay. I love you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.